I mean, everyone probably knows this is the Darren Till fan club. I mean, now, before we start, like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,500 subscribers. Having you along on the journey would be great, but I've had a lot of time to think about Darren Till's UFC 282 performance now. And all his 3 losses in a row, which hurts me to say, but I just think he is psychologically a bit mashed up in the head, and he just quite doesn't know what to do, and it is a few clear signs. For one, he doesn't throw as many risky strikes as he did at 170 when he was undefeated. He's very much more safe, and I know he says he loves to get hit and hurt and sparring, but on the stage, I think he is a bit scared to be embarrassed like he was against Jorge Masvidal now, if you get what I mean. And then, yeah, it's the second round. Dricus is gassed. You're piecing him up. Go for it. He didn't go for it. He was playing it out very safe. Yes, he looked very good, but it was very safe. He could have got him out of there. And against Derek Brunson, I know he says he shouldn't have taken that fight. Derek was injured, he was injured, Derek mauled him. Against Robert Whittaker, he's just not getting up in the gears now in the fights. He's sort of coasting the whole fight because he's scared to get really hurt. And he tapped so quick against Rikas as well. I know he probably would have just got choking out, but it's no fight in him in these moments, because people can say he should retire and this and that and this and that and he's shit and all of that, but he is one of the best strikers in the world. He is. You don't lose that overnight. Yes, should be more consistent with his diet and block acids taking up all his time on all of this, but he is probably very good at takedown defense, but because I just feel like he's a bit self-destructive in the brain, and he sort of he kills himself mentally with all of this, people saying, oh yeah, you can't get taken out, so he's just going to work on this wrestling time and time again. But when he gets to the stage, he remembers, oh yeah, shit, people are saying I'm dog shit at wrestling, I'm going to fucking prove them wrong, and then he gets taken down once, and then, he just gives up. That's what it felt like to me, because some of those takedowns from Dricus were awful, and Dricus du Plessis exposed himself in that fight, because Darren Till was in no way, shape, or form mentally either to be in a fight. And yeah, he probably just got pressured into fighting again, it seems like. And yeah, it is extremely sad to watch, because I don't care what anyone says, Darren Till is one of the biggest names in MMA, and he's one of the funniest guys, and he's one of the best characters, and he has a good heart, and this and that and this and that. And he's still the biggest name in England, even though Leon Edwards is the champion. I mean, you can say Paddy Pimblett is a bigger name, and we can go into conclusions, but yeah, I mean, he's a massive star, and everyone wants him to do well, it seems like, because he is such a good guy, and he's such an amazing personality to have in the sport, and he's still not done. But I think, and also him not having Colin Heron in the corner was very alarming to me, having Brendan Loughnane as the head coach, and not one of those he just stands there just yeah, go on, it just seems like he's made so many changes that just should not have been changed, and it doesn't seem like him and Colin Heron are on the best terms now, and it's extremely sad to watch, because he's talked so highly of Colin Heron, and I know DC said to him, why is Colin Heron, he said nothing to it, it is something to it. You've had Colin Heron in your corner basically your whole life. I know it was in Brazil, but you get what I mean, Colin Heron has been his main guy his entire life, and then he's suddenly just going to change it up when he's done a too loose good. It screams to me he's just so desperate to get back in the winning column. He's just going to make these clear changes and all of that. Well, he took the Derek Brunson fight. Yes, he was very injured in that fight. I believe him in that. But he probably wasn't very injured in... I mean, yes, everyone has injuries. Drix had injuries. He had injuries. He probably wasn't... He was fit to fight. But he just, I think he just broke himself down mentally for the Dricus du Plessis fight. And also, he's too small. He's too small for middleweight. I mean, you either have to build yourself up to middleweight, or you know, go down to welterweight and just kill yourself. It is one of the two. I'm not having this half-ass six-pack at middleweight anymore. I'm not having it when he's not even that big. You know, Drake is what, just as tall as him, if not taller. You know, I'm not having this Kelvin Gastelum big thingy, because like he can make 170. He can. Well, he missed it once against Ayari and once against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, and yes, he killed himself the other times, but I feel like he's gotten smaller over the years, you know? And also, he says he kills himself in the gym. Well, stop. You know, he needs better people around him to like build him up and like have a great. It doesn't seem like he has good influence around him, because Liverpool is a shithole and all of people in the gym are probably not that good to him. You know, he needs to go and get mental help, it seems like to me, because he can be world champion. You know, he can get the 2, 3, 4, 5. You get what I mean? Where he says, you know, all the belts. You know, but he needs to get his mind right to me. Because his mind is not right. You know, going to Thailand all of a sudden when you don't even know the head coach there. You know, Brendan Loughnane, he's probably a good pal, you know, probably great on a night out, but, you know, should he be a head coach when he is much less, like, big-time experience than you, and, like, he cannot coach you through this, and, you know, he's a best pal to you. He's not a head coach that you gotta listen to, you know. I listen to all my mates as well, but, you know, it's a bit much more different, you know, like, influential figures, because he says Colin Aaron is the most influential man in his life. Why is he not in your corner then, when he is legit been in your corner your entire life? That's just my take on the Darren Till lost train, and I hope you'll love the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.